An African-American university student serving time behind bars for manslaughter may have another shot at justice. Arguments were heard today in an Oregon Court of Appeals in the case of Darrell Sky Walker. His mother, Alicia Williams, says her support for her son has never faded.
It's never going to go away, and guess what? Alicia Williams is never going away until Darrell Walker walks out here a free man, because I know that Darrell is innocent. I just want for him to be able to get a fair trial, and you will see that he's innocent.
Darrell Walker was with two Caucasian friends in Eugene, Oregon in June of 2005 when a racial slur was uttered and a fight broke out in an alley. Walker says the person he fought walked away from the fight and that his friend J.D. Beal threw the punch that knocked out a student named Philip Gillens. In the days following the fight, Beal is alleged to have bragged about that knockout punch, but then his story changed after Gillens died from injuries suffered in the fight. The other friend, Ryan Joyce, could not be located for trial and as a result was never heard as a witness.
The jury in this case, specifically, before they came back with their verdict, asked, where is Ryan Joyce? Well, we know that Ryan Joyce purposely made himself unavailable because he didn't want to testify that his best friend actually killed Philip Gillens.
The state of Oregon says Joyce invoked his Fifth Amendment right to not have to testify shortly after the death of Philip Gillens. In fact, that seems to be the very point the case centers around, according to Vosk.
And one of the things that makes this case somewhat tricky is we've got two constitutional rights battling against each other. One is the right for a defendant, a citizen who's charged with a crime, to call witnesses in his defense, especially eyewitnesses. The other right is the Fifth Amendment of an individual to say, I'm not going to testify because I'll incriminate myself. Nothing Ryan Joyce has to say will incriminate him in any way. The state's admitted that.
A number of relatives of Walker's were on hand in Salem today for the arguments. One of them is his cousin, Tamara Dobson of Chicago, Illinois.
Of course, we all, his family back in Chicago as well as California, wish that he would have stayed in California. Obviously, being at the wrong place at the wrong time with the wrong group of friends caused him to be where he is. And well, let me retract that, not friends, because friends don't let friends take the rap for something that they did not do.
I asked Vosk if he thought race was a direct connection to Walker's conviction. While the event clearly began with a racial slur, he says he does not believe race was a direct issue in the conviction.
The reason I don't think race, other than that aspect of it, played much of a role at trial was that jury sent out a note. Joyce, where is Ryan Joyce? That jury wanted the other witness. If this was just based on race, that jury never would have asked the question. They would have come back with a verdict like that. That jury was trying to weigh the facts. The only problem is they weren't given all the facts. I don't think you can deny that based on the fact that the jury specifically asked about Ryan Joyce, I don't think you can say that his testimony wouldn't have made a difference. In fact, I think it would have made all the difference in the world. An eyewitness who is best friends with the boy who actually killed Philip Gillens would have testified that his best friend was in fact the one who did kill Philip Gillens, and that was not Darrell Walker.
The arguments today were heard by 3 Oregon Supreme Court judges in Salem. They were the Honorable Robert Wollheim, Judge Rex Armstrong, and Judge Timothy Sercombe. Vosk says they now await a decision on whether this appeal will go forward, and that could take from several days to several months. In Salem, I'm Tim King reporting for SalemNews.com.